Hello, hello, happy Friday, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is my second video. I'm Gary Francisco of Cisco Kid Records, and what I wanted to do today was talk to you a little bit about my cleaning process and some albums that I found. A lot of people ask me, say, well, how do you clean your records? And I don't have a very fancy system. I don't have a VPI cleaner or an ultrasonic cleaner or anything like that. But I do have a spin clean, and so I clean everything by hand. So I'm going to give you a little demonstration here. I was fortunate to pick up a little collection of albums from a friend of mine, and then I also have picked up some here and there. So in the last, I don't know, couple of weeks, only in January, I've probably bought about 150 records or so, and much to my wife's dismay. And so let me show you what we do here. So this is one I picked up. It's a great little record. This is Survivor, Eye of the Tiger. Pretty album. In the shrink with a big hype sticker and a $5.99 price sticker there that somebody stuck on it. But so what I do is I take everything out. Has the original inner sleeve. That looks nice. And then I set everything over here out of the way. I have my little spin clean here. And my solution for the spin clean, two or three different ways to do this. Some people, do one or two swipes, or some people do more spins. Just depends on how dirty it is. And then I kind of prop it up there, let it drain a little bit. But my solution for the spin clean is really simple. It's distilled water, and then you use 2 capfuls of the spin clean solution, and it's fantastic. It works great. It drains off really well, sheds water really well. And then while that's draining, I usually look it up online, or I take, like if this was really dirty, I have a little solution here. I have my little spray bottle, and this is my secret solution for cleaning album covers. And really, all it is distilled water and white vinegar, and a nice little cleaning rag, a little soft cleaning rag. And you just spray. You can spray it directly. Most of the time, especially with newer albums, you can just spray directly on it, and then wipe it off, and it dries fine because the vinegar in there dries it. Distilled water doesn't hurt it. It leaves a really clean smell that fades away, but it will take up grime, dirt, ink. Sometimes I've taken ink right off and everything, and yeah. And then you just take once your album has kind of dried a little bit, or your record has dried a little bit. I have a nice pad cloth here and a nice cleaning rag. I think I bought these from, I don't know, maybe Amazon, or I've had them for a long time, and they're great. They're very good absorbent rags, and you do a couple of brushes on that side, on this side as well. Hope you guys have had a good 2026 already. It's been kind of disappointing in a lot of ways, and then also has been somewhat rewarding in some. Lots of stuff going on. And I take my record like this, do a couple of these to make sure it's good and dry, and then I try to grade it. Look at it, or try to read the dead wax. This has that big G1 on the dead wax, so that's probably a Carrollton pressing, I would assume. And I then go to Discogs and pull it up, look it up, kind of get a price in mind. I take this record. I have clean sleeves here. I think I got these from BCW. But these are clean, anti-static sleeves. And what I'm going to do is put this back in the outer sleeve here, the record sleeve as we say, and put that in a box over here to clean and or to play test. Every used record that I buy, and this is every used record that I buy, goes through the same process. I clean it, I grade it, I play test it, then I grade it again in case it's something in there I didn't see, and then I price it for sale. And I guarantee that with every used record. I play test every used record. That takes a while, but it's worth it for me. And it's worth it for people who buy my records because I stand by them. I wouldn't want you to have something that I say is VG plus and it skips like a schoolgirl playing hopscotch. So, but I put a clean sleeve on the inner side, and then I put a clean outer sleeve as well, and go from there. All right. So that's my cleaning process. Nothing really fancy. These spin cleans are super easy to use. You just fill them up with, like I said, distilled water and their spin clean solution, or you could use your own solution. It's pretty simple to create one. There's all kinds out there, and I'm not going to get into the whys and how fors of which one's the best and which one's the worst and which one you should obviously have for your records and things like that. So, but that's kind of up to you. But here's some albums that I picked up this week or this month so far, and they've been pretty cool. I'll just give you a quick overview, and that'll be the video for the day. This is Shenandoah. This is 87 OG, their first album. Pretty cool record, man. You don't see this laying around too much anymore. And that was a nice find. Picked up this little beauty. I love this record. Never Surrender by Triumph from 83. This is a first US pressing. It's still in the shrink. Has that big hype sticker up there. I saw them on this tour. It was the last time I saw Triumph, who, by the way, are going back on tour in 2026. I think they're going to have a couple of people, 2 or 3 people on stage with them to help them out, you know, so they can deliver the show that they want to deliver to their fans. And so if you get a chance, catch Triumph as they go back on stage. This right here is a beauty. I picked this up, Queen News of the World. I think this is it's a 77 OG pressing, and it is gorgeous. Man, it's gorgeous. The gatefold is crisp. It cracks a little bit when you open it, so I haven't really even opened it all the way. But that's so pretty. And this record I've had a dozen times or more. Asia's first record from 82, in the shrink with the hype. It's just a great album that came out. I remember I was in junior college. Here's one I picked up that's kind of cool. It's called Hellcats, and it's an 82 promo. And I haven't listened to it yet, so I haven't priced it or anything. But I'm looking forward to listening to that. This I have listened to, and it's mine. You're not getting it unless you really want it. This is Light. This is 81 Prague. Look at that cover. It's still in the shrink, and I will probably be taking that off. Yes, I do believe in shredding the shrink if you're keeping your records. If I'm selling a record, I'll leave the shrink on it because, you know, some people like that. But if it's mine, I usually take this off. And this one's in great condition. This is also a Robert Ludwig mastered pressing, and it sounds amazing, amazing. This is Light. Keys is the name of the album. Here's a cool one, Hot Tuna, Yellow Fever. Look at that cover. I bought that for the cover alone from my buddy Jimmy. It is nice. That's just cool as hell. I'm going to do a video, I think, in the future, just cool covers. And I'm sure people have done them, but I have a bunch too, and I want to show you some of the ones I have. Speaking of cool covers, this is an album you probably recognize, Nazareth. This is a 75 club pressing. Great looking cover. Hair of the Dog. Awesome album. Picked this little guy up, this little girl, Dolly Parton, My Blue Ridge Mountain Boy. Cool record. I looked at it though. I've looked at the album already and cleaned it, and it is really scratched up. So I'm going to have to listen to it very carefully before I put it up for sale. And then finally, I have Merle Haggard and Bonnie Owens. That makes two of us. Nice little record. Not too expensive, probably about $5. It's a 72 reissue, but man, it's pretty. It's really clean. It's a nice record. I'm looking forward to listening to that later this next week. So what I do then, once I do all of that, once I clean them, play test them, grade them and everything, I put them in a nice outer sleeve. And like a clean, everybody likes a nice clean outer sleeve or a nice clean inner sleeve. And like I did here for Jerry Rafferty's City to City, an album I've never owned actually, and I've got a nice little price on it. This is a 78 all disc pressing. It's gorgeous. And it will go in my for sale box and probably show up on my Facebook page, Cisco Kid Records. So that's it for today. This is my little home away from home up here in the Frog. Still got the tree up. No judgment. No judgment. Still have the tree up. Have records everywhere. It's a mess up here. My wife is afraid to come up here. So, hope you have a great weekend. Football weekend. NFL weekend. NFL playoffs coming up again this weekend. Check out a couple of my friends online. My buddy Ernie, the Trailer Park Pimp. He is a guru of country, acoustic, alt country, bluegrass, folk type music. Guys, he's a whiz about all that stuff and posts videos all the time about the stuff that he picks up. So you can get up some good tips there. And also my buddy Bobby Rayfield from Monuments in Ruin. Monuments in Ruin, he does a couple of times a week. He does a Doom Charts review and some Monuments in Ruin radio. He has a shop in Chattanooga, Tennessee, so if you get down that way, drop in and give him a hello. But that's it from me today. I'll be back with another video soon. Please give me a like and a subscribe, and also some ideas of what you would like to see, maybe from my personal collection, maybe for some albums that I believe you should have in your collection, maybe some albums you make a toss out of your collection. I don't know. But whatever you'd like to see, I'd like to do it. And have a great weekend. January's halfway done. And again, I'm Gary Francisco, Cisco Kid Records. And I'll catch you down the road. You guys have a good one. Later.